Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 2. And last episode, we were with the Marleyans and the Wars and the Eldians, and then we got to see these kids that were being prepped to become one, at least one of them to receive the Armored Titan power. And then I think they already chose whoever's going to receive 6 power already. And then we saw two others of the 9. They were, in this war against these people, and then they use Eldians and, suicide bombers Eldians, and the Thanos power to win the war, I guess. And then they printed this paper telling other people that thanks to the Malian army, they were able to uh, win the war. And there was this dude that had a hat on. We can see his face. We don't know who he is, but yeah, walking away after getting a copy of the paper. So I'm like, this person has to be, what was it called again? A restorationist, I think. That's who he is. Well, we'll see. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/Philomini. Oh my gosh, I'm watching the final season of Attack on Titan. I never thought I'd be here. Okay, so let's start this episode, and here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Why are they looking up? Is Colt his son? Your father is a terrorist. Like, I don't get this. I really do not get this. I really do not get this. How is working for Marley good for you? How is that good for you? And you branding your father as a terrorist. I don't get it. I don't get their motivations. The Night on the Train, episode 61. Yes, he does. Oh, so that's Galliard. Oh, Galliard. Oh, so Marcel is his brother. Jordan. Okay. I just realized that I just glossed over the fact that Emir is dead. Pure 10. Domo. He looks so much like Runner. Exactly. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I felt like the girl on the right looked sort of like Annie a little bit. Like when I was looking at them, I'm like, that girl looks like Annie. The other one, what's the name? Colt? No, not Colt. Falco. For all those 800s. Or 900s, however it was. How that's funny. And then what? How does that work? Why wouldn't it happen? How? And that makes you inhuman? Oh, somebody's listening? Who's listening? Do they know that they're being. Do they know that they've been listening in on or whatever? I am still not getting what these people are getting from working with the Marlins. It still does not make any sense to me. At, at all. Doesn't make any sense to me. They're like, when that scene with what was his name again? Falco. And that conversation between Falco and Reiner, and then Falco is like, if Gabby was to inherit the Armor 10, then she's gonna die by the age of 27. I think that's what he said. And he asked Reiner if he was okay with that, and then Reiner just was like, "Are you?" Like, I don't know how to remember how he phrased it. Like, is he talking? Does he not believe? I don't know, something about inheriting the 9 times power. And then I don't know, during that conversation, Colt was like, he wants to inherit the power so that he can show his loyalty to the fatherland or something or other. And I'm like, bruh, you guys are not making any sense to me. Like, any sense at all. They are not going to treat you any different if you were to help the Marlins reclaim the Founding Titan power and take over Paradise Island or whatever. They are not going to treat you any differently. So why are you doing this? It's not making any sense to me. And then that scene where after they all went back, they were led straight back to into their camp. You know, they're still not allowed to mingle with the other people. They were, even though they're Marleyan warriors, they came after the war ended. They were led straight back to their camp, and then everybody was so happy to see everybody back. And then they were having this dinner, and then Rhino started talking about how inhumane and how the people inside on Paradise Island were these demons. And then the things he was saying as he was trying to explain why they were inhumane or whatever, that does not compute. Like it doesn't make any sense. What you're talking about, does how does that? He's talking about the incident with Sasha eating the potato. How does that make you a demon? Talking about how one of them values other people's lives over his own. How does that make you a demon? After he was finished saying all of these things, the mother was like looking at him like she went out there and closed the window, because she knows that what this guy was saying, what Randall was saying, does not make them. That's not what demons are. That's not what inhumane people do. So she went out there and closed the door, and then she came back in, and she's like, I don't know, trying to reaffirm their beliefs in the fact that the people inside our walls are demons and they need to be destroyed and whatever. And what Rhino just said sort of like belittled whatever belief that you guys had. Even Gabby was like, what are you saying? Like, he said there were all kinds of people. So the fact that he said there were all kinds of people means they're not demons. So even her, she's like, what are you talking about? So are they not demons? Are they not, inhumane? You guys are not making any sense. And then Zeke's over there calling his father terrorist, and that because it was because of him that they were going through all of this, and that it's up to him to right all the wrongs or whatever. And I'm like, bruh, what are y'all talking about? I'm not understanding any of these things. I'm not understanding what. Do they actually believe that if they were to win against the people on Paradise Island or whatever, that the situation is going to be better? That people are going to approve of them? Are they going to accept them? No. I don't get it. I really do not get it. So, they touch on a couple of things. Many things. Galliard is the Jaw 10. And he inherited that power by eating Ymir. And Ymir got that power from his brother. What was his name again? I forgot. That Ymir ate at one point, They showed us that what happened. So he was the original. Maybe he also inherited it. Marcel, I think that was his name. That Marcel already had the Jaw 10 power, and then Ymir ate him, got his power, right? And then she went back with them. There was the one episode where she said she was gonna return something that she stole. So I guess that was what she stole. She stole the Jordan power from Marcel, and now she went back there to give it back to them. And the way that she gave it back to them is by having Galliard eat her and get the Jordan power back. So you have that. And then you have, I'm not sure what the four-legged tan person's name is. Like what her is, the girl, right? What was her name? Piki. I think she's the one that's the four-legged tan. I don't know what they're called, what she's called, but she's one of them. Zeke is gonna be giving his power to Colt, and possibly I feel like Gabby wants to get the Armor 10 power, but then what's his name? Falco Falco, yeah. Falco doesn't want to let her have it because, if she has it, then she's gonna die by the age of 27 or whatever. So she's trying to keep that from happening. So he wants to get the Armor 10 power. And apparently Zeke only has 1 year to go before he dies. So he's trying to get back the Founding 10 power during that time frame. So they're gonna launch another expedition to go into. So there's that. And then they said that they were gonna have this family, the Tybers family. They have the Warhammer 10 power with them. They're gonna have them, I guess, reinforce the fact that they're gonna organize this festival or whatever, where they're gonna invite all these kind of people and then declare that they were gonna claim the Founding power within 1 year or whatever. It seems that they also want to lend their powers now to the cause, even though they didn't do that. They haven't used their power against other countries, based on what was said during the meeting. And then they were having this meeting, right? And clearly the Marleyans were keeping tabs on them. See, they do not trust you guys. They do not trust the Eldians. Even the Marleyan warriors that they've chosen, they are keeping tabs on them. And it seems like, because of the not in this room comment, that Zeke also knows that they're listening in on their conversation. What are you guys doing? I don't get it. Like, I do not get it. You are working for the Marleyans to reclaim, or is it like I was like, are they sort of like, do they want to get the Fountain power so that they can use it to overthrow the Marleyans government? But then again, if that's your goal, why are you killing all the people on Paradise Island? Why do you not go to them and explain to them the story or whatever, and then have them help you? Or is it because since the king sort of like erased their memories and doesn't want them to be involved with whatever's going on the Marleyan side, with the Marleyans and everything, that they don't believe that they will help them if they knew what was going on? So they're trying to take the power by force so that they can overthrow the Marleyan government? Because that's the only thing that makes any sense to me, that they are doing all of this so that they can gain the Fountain power and then use it against the Marleyans and free the Eldians that are living there. Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Because if you're telling me that you're doing all of this so that Marley can, even grow in size and or whatever, if you're actually trying to help the Malian government to atone for the sins of whatever, bruh, that doesn't make any sense to me. So I hope that they are doing all of this so that they can overthrow the government, because anything else doesn't make any sense to me, like, at all. And then there was that conversation that Zeke and Colt were having on top of the roof, and Colt was asking Zeke, like, how is he able to do all of those things with his stand power? And then he's like, Colt said that it's not like he's of royal blood or anything. So apparently Zeke doesn't know that he's of royal blood. How does that work? I don't know. But or he does know, but he's just not saying anything. And then there's that one thing where Falco was saying that Reiner wants to save the Eldians from being used as tools of war. that only makes sense if, like I said, you're trying to overthrow the Mali government. Because if not, if you're trying to gain all those the Fantan power for the glory of the Mali government, how is that saving Eldians from being used as tools of war? It's even more. I don't know. Does it? Assuming that they're not trying to overthrow their government and everything, that they actually want to do what they actually want to show their loyalty to the fatherland or whatever. Do they think that if they're able to gain the founding Tan power, then the Marlians are not gonna be using the Eldians for war? They're just gonna be using these 9 Tans to conquer other countries or whatever. Bruh, if that's your thinking, nah, that's not gonna work. So I just don't know, man. Like, this thing is not making any sense. Okay, so you have those 9 powers, 9 times total, right? You have the jaw, the beast, the armored. I don't know what the Folegate one is called. You have the colossal. You have the attack time. You have whatever Annie's 10 is called. And then you have the Warhammer, which is with the Tibers. Which one is the 9th? We haven't seen any 9th 10 yet. It seems like. And then there was that comment about I think it was, I don't know if it was Zeke that said it, or that commander or whatever, that said that if only they had a Tan that could fly. Is there a Tan that can fly? I don't know, and maybe that's the 9th Tan that we still don't know about. Someone explain this thing to me. Like, how is the Eldians living inside Mali? How is them helping the Malian government help the Eldians living there? I don't get it. It doesn't. Explain. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to see the next episode right now, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/philamini. And you can also see the full link for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Marlians and Eldians in other countries that don't like Eldians. Oh, I was about to stop the recording. They mentioned the fact that they've been sending boats, ships over to our side, Paradise Island, and that none of them have come back. So Eren and probably Armin also are getting rid of those ships, right? They said they've been doing this for 3 years now. And it's not working. So now they're trying to relaunch this expedition or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Bye.